Hey everyone, it is Mark here from Not Defining. I hope you're doing so well. This is the place where we discuss those things which don't always get talked about, and sometimes we can feel a bit nervous to share. So today, in that vein, the Not Defining tradition of getting things out in the open, I want to talk about how to give a bit of love to your testicles. You know, we always focus on the penis. But why? The testicles have so many thousands of nerve endings, and they can be the center of amazing pleasure, whether you are by yourself or whether you are with a partner. We should not leave out our friends down there. So here are my 5 ways that you can make your testicles feel great. One of them is going to be a fabulous product that I am utterly obsessed with. I just love, from the wonderful company SOHIMI. We love SOHIMI on Not Defining. We have reviewed their products before. They are great friends to us in this community. So I really can't wait to show you this because it's honestly great. But the first way that you can make your testicles feel really great is temperature. So anyone who has ever had testicles or has encountered them will know that they respond to temperature, right? If it's hot or if it's cold, they will kind of move, or they will kind of feel different. And so playing around with temperature is a really nice thing to do. So what you can do is you can get a cloth, with warm water, and you can apply it to that area and just have a play around and see how it feels, right? The warmth in that area can feel absolutely wonderful. Then on the other hand, you can also play around with cold temperatures as well. So being obviously very careful, you can put a bit of ice or just a cold cloth or something like that, something cold, and you can apply it to that area and just play around with it and see how that sensation works. So the first thing is play around with different temperatures, warm them up, cool them down, and see how it feels. The second tip I would have is to gently pull them down. So again, anybody who has them or has encountered them will know that they go up and they go down. And so normally when you're approaching climax or you're having sexual pleasure, the testicles will actually rise up kind of towards the body. And so if you gently pull them down at that point, and I must emphasize, please be gentle with everything you do in that area, gently pull them down, you can actually increase the time that it takes to climax. Gently pulling, gently massaging can really add a wonderful sensation to your experience. Tip number 3 is to use a wonderful device like the Starfish from SOHIMI. Now, let me tell you, this is like probably the funnest, most fabulous product that I've ever reviewed on this channel, and I really wanted to show it to you because it's just so great and it's so versatile. So here it is. As you can see, it is very small, it is very compact, and it is also very reasonably priced, just like all SOHIMI products. They are great deals. You know, you don't have to spend a lot of money to have a lot of fun. And so this is the Starfish. And I think this is honestly the best product for bringing pleasure to your testicles. It works by attaching it here to the base of the penis, right? Okay, and then this part, which is a little stretchier, goes around the base up next to the perineum, and that in itself can create strong erections, and it can increase your pleasure as it is. But then this part here, the Starfish part, okay, just cups the balls like that, right? And as you can see, there are these grooves and these textures. It's made from really nice silicone material, so it feels really soft. And these little grooves and textures just sit underneath and stimulate all of those really sensitive nerve endings in that area. And then the Starfish points also provide a second layer of sensitivity. But then when you turn it on, and honestly, I cannot describe to you how wonderful this feels. And I love the fact that it's so strong as well. I mean, it's a small device, but it's really, look at it move around my hand. This is really, really strong. And that's just the first setting. But it's gonna fall off my hand, right? This feels so crazy. It has 10 different modes, okay, that you can play around with. And so you can have like a gentle sensation, or you can have a really intense sensation. And what I love about it is that it's just secondary in a way. Like, you're not trying to achieve an orgasm with this alone. It's just there making you feel absolutely wonderful. And I think that's important because a lot of the time we forget the testicles. You know, we don't bother with them. We just kind of leave them, right? But if you have this attached, then it's just stimulating that area while you're doing whatever you're doing. And it's just wonderful. The other great thing about the Starfish from SOHIMI is that it has a remote control. So you can play with this with your partner if they trust you enough to give you access to the remote, and you can just play around with it. You can click it on and off whenever you want, and it's just super, super fun. Oh my gosh, look how strong that is, right? So use the remote control. It's really, really fun, really, really versatile, and you can have just such a good time. Now, the other amazing thing about this is you can either put it on like this, okay, so that it stimulates the testicles, or you can put it on the other way around, okay, so it goes through this way, yeah. And if you are with your partner, these textures and these parts are going to pleasure your partner, yeah. So if your partner has a clitoris, for example, as you go, it's going to stimulate them as well. So it's really, really versatile. It's really, really fun. If you want to check it out, check out the Starfish from SOHIMI. You can go to sohimi.uk. I'll post a link below and check out their other products. But this, honestly, like, it's such a wonderful little device. So tip number 4 is placing the hand just underneath on the perineum and pushing up. So you can either do this by yourself, or you can do it if you have a partner. And this really, really makes things feel really good. The perineum is a very, very sensitive area. It is connected to the G-spot, or the P-spot, sometimes it's called. And this is where we experience a lot of pleasure. So if you place a hand just underneath, apply some pressure and push the balls up, it can feel absolutely amazing. So you can do that by yourself. Also, if you are doing it for a partner, sometimes you can put your hand almost in like a fist or just a flat like that, and just place the hand underneath the balls and just press it up like that. If you apply pressure in that point, it can feel absolutely amazing. Then finally, tip number 5 is to apply a little bit of moisture to the area. If you're doing it with a partner, you can use your mouth, or you can just kind of take your finger and put a little there. You can also use a moist towel or something like that, and then gently blow onto the area. This will make it feel really, really tingly. It will give, again, that kind of very, very cooling sensation, and it feels absolutely wonderful. So you can either do this for yourself, or you can do it for a partner. So I hope that you have enjoyed my 5 little tips. Do go and check out the wonderful people at SOHIMI, and I hope that you have fun exploring. For more up close and personal content from me, click the join button below any of my videos, and I will look forward to speaking to you again very, very soon. Thanks for listening. Bye for now.